the largest SUV for the Toyota lineup. This is the Sequoia, and this is my first time in the Sequoia. It got a redesign for 2023. This is a 2025, so not a ton of changes for 2025, and I have the TRD Pro. In Canada, the TRD Pro is an option on the limited trim. In the US, you can get a TRD Pro standalone or the TRD Pro on the limited trim, just like in Canada. So one of the things, and of course they just turned off, but I hope you noticed that one of the things you get with the TRD Pro is this light bar here and the marker lights. So the amber marker lights are to indicate the width of the vehicle. It means it's like extra wide. So really, really beefy 3-row SUV. So the TRD Pro means you can take this off-road. So you've got a sort of luxe SUV. I mean, it's definitely luxury priced, but you have off-road capability on the Sequoia TRD Pro. Part of that is these 33-inch tires and these 17-inch wheels. I think they're really cool looking, very rugged. You're gonna see TRD badging everywhere on this Sequoia, including on the start-stop button. We have our TRD badging up here. Like I mentioned, the special wheels. Come in close. I want to show you this texturing on the fenders around the wheel. It's like a cool geometric pattern. I don't know, can you see it better? Okay, cool. This color is called Mud Bath. It is ginormous. We get a roof rack with the TRD Pro, and it is a huge boxy SUV. The Sequoia got a hybrid for 2023 in this new generation. So this is the Toyota iForce Max 3.4 liter twin turbo V6 plus electric motor, making a total of 437 horsepower and 583 pound-feet of torque. It is paired with a 8-speed It is mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission, and in certain trims can tow up to 9,520 pounds. It is incredibly comfortable to drive, but it is very big. You feel like you are taking up the entire lane. And these seats are wide, the seats are big. It's a big car meant for big families or big people, I don't know, but it's a big vehicle. Thankfully, the backup camera is really good, makes it easier to back into parking spaces, which is a total necessity if you are pulling into a tight parking lot with this thing and you need to squeeze into a spot. It's easier to back it in. This thing is a beast to park in small parking spaces. Thankfully, it has a really good backup camera. All right, we get this cool step here too, which helps me to get up here to reach whatever's up here. Big boxy SUV shape. I love the black Sequoia badging, the black Toyota badge. We even have TRD embossing on the exhaust pipes, but I don't think you can see that. The rear glass comes up, which is great for packing and unpacking, not at my height, obviously. And then we have a power liftgate. The Sequoia got this cool new cargo management system in 2023, so you can move this around. We have a couple different levels you can put it on. We have some different, again, cargo management system thingies here. This holds almost 200 pounds. We have a nice rubberized cover so that when you put this flat and you use this whole back area for cargo, it's not going to get dirty. We also have tie downs back here. We can fold the you can fold the third row at the touch of a button, power folding on this TRD Pro. And as you'll see, those seats are at the same level as this. So this is considered a flat cargo area, although it's not as flat as the load floor. So you will see that in the LX 600 as well. This option has captain's chairs in the second row. you can, or the base models get a bench in the second row, which means the Sequoia would seat 8. This trim seats 7. And we have these cool functions where we can pull this lever and push that whole seat forward. And then this opens. So let's push this one forward as well. And then this opens, so we have more cargo space. We also get a household 120 volt back here, which is handy. And this comes out. So there's really a lot of options, different ways to, you can put it on the lowest level here. You can do it any way that makes sense for your cargo. As I said, we get TRD badging everywhere. So here on the steering wheel, here on the gear selector, even the start-stop button is red with a TRD logo on it. We have a fully digital driver display, a huge 14-inch touchscreen, and this is wireless CarPlay, and it is awesome. Toyota's system does the wireless CarPlay really seamlessly, very quickly. I love it. We have tri-zone climate control in hard touch buttons, which I really like. I love the volume dial. It's nice and big. It's easy to grab when you're driving. Heated and ventilated seats. And then all of our hard touch climate controls here and here, which I really appreciate. A couple hard touch, our rear locking differential on here, our hazards, traction control off, and then our 4 high, 4 low, and 2 high. Our drive modes, our towing, our multi-terrain select, and our crawl control is all here for when we do decide to go off-road. This closes completely, which is cool. A nice size cup holder, as you can see. A nice size cubby with a wireless charging pad. I really appreciate that. I found this was interesting. We have a USB over here, but then here inside the cubby we have a USB-C and a USB, but those are just for charging. They're not for connecting to the phone. To the car with your phone. And then this all opens as well. So it's huge. You have a lot of storage here in the Sequoia. Okay, you can get a bench seat, which would mean the Sequoia seats 8, but we have the captain's chairs in here. On the TRD Pro, we have a fake leather. It's a Soft-Tex, and it's very durable. So it makes sense on the TRD Pro. You can also get a panoramic sunroof, which this spec does not have. I love that we have window shades back here, very cool. Really nice materials throughout. 2 cup holders, USB and USB-C, household plug. Yes, we get rear climate back here, which I love. Love this rubberized floor so that it stays clean. And let's hop in the third row and see about how much space there is. Okay, no tilt and slide. But you could use the pass-through to come back here, which probably most people would. You can power fold this third row from right here or here. We also have 2 cup holders, surprisingly a window shade back here, vents. I have a USB-C charging port on this side, but not on that side. And then these seats, they slide as well. And then we have lower anchors on the back for tethers for car seats, but not latch for car seats in the third row. So the only really new thing for 2025 was that we got a couple of new trims above this. So a special edition in the US, I think it's the 1747, and then a capstone, and those are new. And then in Canada, I believe just the capstone is available above this. So this big full-size truck-based SUV, is it right for you? I mean, you're gonna get a little bit more cargo space in like a Tahoe or a Suburban, or a Yukon XL, those both of which, so the Tahoe and the Yukon, you can get in a larger size with more cargo space behind the third row. And you cannot do that with the Sequoia, it's just one size. The Sequoia starts at 87,000 Canadian dollars and around 64,000 US dollars. As I mentioned at the beginning, this is the TRD Pro package on the limited trim in Canada. In the US, you can do that, or you can get a separate TRD Pro trim. So I don't know the difference between adding the package unlimited or just having the separate TRD Pro trim in the US. But this one has spec'd just about 102,000 Canadian dollars and about 82,000 US dollars. This incredibly capable 3-row SUV, looks amazing, drives amazing. It's massive, but I mean, I would say the same thing about, let's say, a Suburban. So, I mean, it's a full-size truck-based 3-row SUV. Leave me a question or a comment. Please do subscribe. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you guys soon.